A boy heard his dead mother's voice outside his window every night for 6 months. He knew she was gone. He knew it couldn't be real. But one night, his hand was already on the door handle before he even realized what he was doing. His friend watched everything that happened after. This is a true story. And by the end, you'll understand why he still can't sleep with his window open. This story comes from a listener who asked to stay anonymous. What he saw with his own eyes still stays with him. Right after his high school exams end, as COVID is just beginning to spread across the world, our narrator, we'll call him Jake, joins a small spiritual retreat with his friend, a group of men moving from town to town, sleeping in small chapels, spending their days in prayer. Their first stop is a village swallowed by the mountains of West Virginia, a stretch of forest locals call Widow's Hollow. A dozen houses, thick trees pressing in from every direction. The wind never stops moving through those branches, like something out there is breathing. Jake notices him on the first night. A boy his own age, sitting apart from the group, saying nothing. Ethan, days pass. Everyone else laughs, shares food, grows close. Ethan sits at the edge of it all, like a man carrying something he can't set down. On the 7th night, Jake sits beside him anyway. Ethan, why are you like this? Have you always been this quiet? Ethan turns his head slowly. Dark, hollow circles sit under his eyes, the kind that come from weeks without real sleep. No, he says. Something happened to me, something I can't unsee. 6 months ago, my parents died. Both of them. No doctor could ever explain why. But before they died, the house started changing. Someone would knock at night and call our names. We'd open the door. Nothing. Just wind. Then rocks started hitting the tin roof every night, louder each time. Jake feels his skin tighten. After the funeral, my uncle wouldn't stop pressuring me to sell the house. Every single day. When I refused, he'd scream and storm off. And the knocking got worse, until one night, I heard my mother's voice outside my window, calling my name, the way she used to when dinner was ready. I was half asleep. I didn't even question it. I just got up, walked to the door. My hand was already on the handle. And that's when it hit me. My mother is dead. So who is calling me? I ran. I hid in the corner of my room and shook until sunrise. The next morning, Ethan tells his teacher everything. The moment the man steps inside that house, his face drains of color. Someone has cursed this place, he says. Dark magic. Spirits summoned here. And their target is you. They tear the house apart and find 25 talismans hidden in walls, under floorboards, sewn into furniture. Everyone destroyed. Prayers recited for hours. That night, silence. Finally, silence. But the next night, the voices return. Not knocking, just calling. His mother, his father, every night since. That's why I'm here, Ethan says quietly. This is my second retreat. My second attempt to run from it. Jake sits with that for a long moment. And your uncle, what happened to him? Ethan's eyes flick up. Just for a second, something unreadable passes through them. He stopped asking about the house 2 months ago, Ethan says. Just stopped. Nobody's heard from him since. He doesn't explain further, and Jake doesn't ask again. Days pass. The group keeps moving from town to town, and something in Ethan starts to shift. He talks more. He smiles. Small, tired, but real. One evening, he joins a card game, laughs at one of Jake's jokes. For a moment, he looks like an ordinary boy again, not someone drowning in something invisible. Jake lets himself believe it. Maybe the prayers are working. Maybe the distance is finally breaking whatever this is. Maybe he's actually going to be okay. That night, the group turns in early. Dawn prayer comes fast in these mountains. Jake wakes before sunrise to shouting near the restroom behind the chapel. He runs outside, still half asleep, and the second his eyes adjust, his whole body locks in place. Ethan is on the ground, not moving. His skin isn't just pale, it's bloodless, white as paper, like something drained every last drop out of him in the dark. His eyes are still half open, fixed on nothing. No one in the group can explain it. The teacher just stands there, lips moving through a prayer he never finishes. But Jake understands immediately. Sometime in those final hours of night, that voice had called Ethan's name one more time. And after weeks of resisting, after finally starting to smile again, this time, he hadn't stayed inside. They carry him back to his village, bury him beside the small chapel in Widow's Hollow, in the same quiet hills where Jake first met him. People who've never lived through something like this always ask, is it even real? But the ones who have, they never ask that question. They already know. Whatever took Ethan didn't just take his life. It took his peace, his sleep, his family, and finally, him. And the cruelest part, he was finally starting to heal. As for his uncle, the man who wanted that house so badly, he'd have done anything to get it. No one has seen him in months. Some say he moved away. Others say, late at night, if you stand near that empty house in Widow's Hollow, you can still hear something knocking on the door. If this one actually got under your skin, hit that like button right now. Drop your rating out of 10 in the comments. I read every single one. And if you're not subscribed yet, do it now, because I've got stories even darker than this one waiting for you. See you in the next one.